lose, and it's your choice if you choose. Keep my movement on the move. Let's go. Here we go. I take the good with the bad. I swear there's no looking back. Just focus on where I'm at. They tried to count me out. Only God knows when I'm done. I'm shining just like the sun. Until then I'm having fun. You feel me? This one goes out to those feeling hopeless. It's a struggle, that's the reason why I wrote this. But take your iPhone out and note this, and type out, turn pain into focus, and keep it moving, stay focused on your routine. Your past failed, let's get you on the new things. That past stuff don't define you. I had to drop this track to remind you. Yo, I did my best after dealing with stress. Keep fighting under pressure, it's all the test. They thought that I was done, yeah, I hear they upset. Assumed that I was finished and they probably had bets, but I just kept on working on my bars, yo. I went from mixtape straight into song mode. Now my CD's got a barcode. All my tracks on iTunes you can download. But yo, this for y'all who persevered, who did it all alone with no person there. Don't even be mad, don't curse or swear, cause the good thing about it is you're prepared. I learned a lesson through the depression. I had to cross people out, yeah, I made corrections. Y'all could count me out, cause I count on me. I'm in a brand new place where I'm proud to be. Let's go. Here we go, I'm glad I'm doing it all. I'm glad I'm putting it down. I got this thing off the ground. It wasn't easy, yo, when they expect you to lose, and it's your choice if you choose. Keep my movement on the move. Let's go. Here we go. I take the good with the bad. I swear there's no looking back. Just focus on where I'm at. They tried to count me out. Only God knows when I'm done. I'm shining just like the sun. Until then I'm having fun. You feel me? It's a real cold world that we living in, but stay strong, don't let them see you giving in, cause people laugh at the hell that you living in, and make jokes when your options is limited. Heavy the ones telling you what's up, only come around when they use you up, and that's the reason you ain't really got nothing. That's not your real friends, and I'm not frontin'. The difference between me and the competition, they rely on crews and I'm self-sufficient. Yeah, I cut people off when I had suspicion. I just felt bad vibes in my intuitions, but I'm up, I don't care if you down. I swam through deep water when you prayed I drowned. Took flights out of town, never stayed around, and thank God when the plane lands safe on ground. But this for my people living with restrictions, going hard trying to kick addictions. You could do it here, my conviction. This is true story, we don't deal with fiction. Let the song lift you up, take this as a keepsake. You deserve it all, don't deal with cheapskates. LeBron on the track, yo, it's more than just he say. My first week I need it like it's Jordan release date. Here we go, I'm glad I'm doing it all. I'm glad I'm putting it down. I got this thing off the ground. It wasn't easy, yo, when they expect you to lose, and it's your choice if you choose. Keep my movement on the move. Let's go. Here we go. I take the good with the bad. I swear there's no looking back. Just focus on where I'm at. They tried to count me out. Only God knows when I'm done. I'm shining just like the sun. Until then I'm having fun. You feel me? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, yo. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, yo. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, yo. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Never give up. Yo, you already know it's your boy LeBron, female rapper Lee, back with another video. So look, you new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe, like the video, all that shit. Let me see who's in the chat. Sean, Heart Attack. What's up, Zykia? What's up, Pleasure? I love this song, said Mary. I appreciate that. What's up, Brit? What's up, Bree? What's up, Dior? Yeah, so I just wanted to come do this real quick because I don't want to really talk about this in the morning because, you know, like even if I do go live tomorrow, like I don't know, but I don't want to start my day off like that. But we could definitely just say some things right now. So the first things first, it's a difference. So, you know, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. I want to just say this first and foremost. I'm a person. This is why I truly love myself, because I'm true to what I really like. And I know a lot of shit be trendy on YouTube and stuff like that. Like, you know, with YouTube, the streets is on fire between the women and the men with, you know, the different content creators and stuff. And I personally find it to be toxic a lot of the times. I have my personal favorite content creators that I do like, and I support their channels, but that's kind of like as far as it goes. So that's that. And, you know, Kevin Samuels, he was somebody to me, like, you know, he was well known for the type of content that he did. I didn't watch a lot of his content, so I wasn't somebody who was in the mix and, you know, all of that with his stuff. I would just hear people complaining about it. So
one of these things that's kind of taught me about social media is that people will complain about something just like people will come to your page and complain. And then let me tell you something, this shit gets so crazy. It'll be the same people who will tell you shit and try to big you up, and it'll be those same people who turn around months later and say some crazy shit to you. So you know what I'm saying? People move different on social media. Hold on a second. Thank you. I appreciate that, Bree, for the 9.99 super sticker. Yes, please make sure that you support the channel, super chat, all of that shit. Um, Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me throw up my cash app while I'm in the mix of that. So I don't really like real talk when I come on here. The channel is Female Rap Elite. This is what I really enjoy. It might be some off stories that I do like to cover and shit like that. The reason why I'm touching this story is because I feel like I've seen a lot of ignorance online when it's coming to his death and demise. It's just like people are just crazy. I feel like um, it's sad. Like, listen, you don't have to be a type of person where you loved everything a person said or whatever the case may be, but you can have at least minimum feelings as a human being and be like, damn, like rest in peace. Like, that's like have some sort of compassion. Like that shit is just crazy. I'm telling you, Instagram was a little different. I was reading some comments under the neighborhood post, under the neighborhood whatever post, the neighborhood most whatever. The neighborhood talk, my bad. So the neighborhood talk, don't mind me. I'm tired of shit, and I just wanted to get this video out because it was just on my mind. So I seen a few comments under that post, and a lot of people seemed like they were sympathetic. But then when I was reading comments on Twitter, I'm telling you, I'm about to bring some of these shits up right now, just so you don't think I'm lying. Like, hold on a second. Let's just go. I don't understand this shit. First and foremost, let me bring the article up. I could get into that after, but I just feel like damn, people will get online like, yo, I ain't blaming it on. I feel like it's a lot of these. Nah, I ain't trying to call nobody out like that, but I feel like it's a lot of these people who are born like after the 2000s. It's just like they lack like they don't have no type of compassion. People are crazy reading these comments like, yo, hold on a second, Kevin Samuels. Yep. Hold on a second. Yeah, hold on. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out which one I'm gonna do revolt. Let's hit revolt up and see what they talking about. What's up, Latoya? You know what's so crazy too? People was waiting for TMZ to cover this story. I was like, I don't know if TMZ would pick this up. That's a white publication. They ain't gonna pick up too much black people news and shit like that. Hold on a second. Let me see what I'm on. Okay. Controversial. All right, so let's scroll down. So, Revolt Black News has confirmed from reliable sources that the YouTube sensation and self proclaimed relationship guru Kevin Samuels has passed away today, May 5th. Come on, fam. Come on. May 5th. He was known for dating advice and YouTube videos where he operated under the self-proclaimed title The Image Consultant. Some of his most popular videos include How much do you cost to submit? And modern women are average at best. Just last week, he sparked an outrage on social media after he said unmarried women who are 35 years and older are considered leftover women. If you live to be 35 and you're not married, you are leftover. You're leftover. Men know you may have a problem. He said, whether you want to hear it or not, I'll go with you. I'm telling you the truth and you don't want to hear. Although Samuels himself said twice he was divorced, alleged single status, he never shied away from speaking his mind when it came to relationship topics. Rumors regarding his death began circulating on Twitter and social media outlets earlier this evening, leading to an online battle between Samuel's fans and critics. Those who have found fellowship in the influencer's ideology accused his critics of celebrating his death. And that's where the shit just turned a little crazy to me. Honestly, it turned a little crazy to me. A lot of those tweets that I've seen online, people are sick. People are it's kind of weird to me. Like, like, I don't know. A lot of people get online and they don't realize they saying shit like this under their name and shit, putting shit all on Twitter and just I don't know. People crazy, crazy. So Kevin Samuels told broke men and mediocre mediocre faced women to shoot in their range, and only one group wants to him dead because of it. One user wrote, for example, a young woman shot back, I don't believe Kevin Samuels is dead for the record, but me not feeling bad if he is doesn't mean I'm celebrating that he went out of his way to be cruel. We are not required to mourn virtues he didn't show, and asking black women of all to show tact is audacious. Further details surrounding his death have yet to be revealed. The story is developing. So listen, I think that we've got so comfortable in this. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this because I could just see it how I hear it in the conversations. Like, when that situation happened with that white girl, I ended up killing that black guy. So based on, the tweets in his past, so many black women that I was coming across, they didn't even care about the story because it was just like, up, he said this. So it was just like they ain't even care. So I just feel like, I don't know. I think it is good that people wake up in a sense to realize what is their battle and what's not their battle, but I don't know, man. I don't know how any of you guys feel, but I personally, this is why, like, yo, I be kind of like, it's tempting because when you on YouTube, right, you ride a wave that you're interested in, and you could do other shit if you want to, right? Of course, getting on here and talking about black issues and shit like that, you could make a controversial channel and shit like that, and you could succeed. And you see how people be killing it. I'm not even mentioning nobody name because I don't want to target nobody on some shit like that. But it's a lot of negativity from both sides from both sides. It's a lot of negativity. And yeah, I do listen to it, and and maybe that is supporting it in some sense, but I don't watch that 100% of the time. I kind of see it in passing. It's kind of like you see some shit in the hallway and you be like, oh, I see them still out there making their videos doing them. Okay. I go through my little moments where I'm like listening, but like, nah, I don't want to feel like that every day. Be careful what you feed into. Exactly. People don't care about being below the belt nowadays. Exactly. I don't even mean to be cruel, but the man was a negative person. Too many black individuals at some time. I don't feel the need to thrive in. At the same time, I don't need to feel the need to thrive in his demise. Exactly. What's up, Taylor? I mean, that hetero men think at least he was honest. Lord, he really died. Yeah, he died. I think they said he had a heart attack. So listen, I wonder if he had the jab because it was so crazy that I said that to myself. And then I heard somebody say it when I was on Clubhouse. When I was on Clubhouse, let me tell you, I was on Clubhouse earlier. The people were so ruthless. I don't know if any of you guys was on Clubhouse and was in any of those rooms, but the people was going crazy. It was so disrespectful. I said, yo, these got to be 2000s babies. Like it got to be because the way that they was just so like it was women and men in there. It was just saying, "Crazy, yo." Listen, I'm gonna be fair and say this, right? There are certain things that I did hear from Kevin Samuels in the past that I'd be like, yo, that's crazy. I'm close with, and I think the reason why I didn't really get into his content like that is because I feel like this. I don't care about how anybody else shows up in the world, but I am a man who grew up and had women in my life, and I do have a closeness with them. So I do understand struggle. I do see things from different perspectives, and I try to live life in my fullness in that. Because a lot of people, I feel like they live life in a way where they're not being honest. Like a lot of people, they ain't being honest. You know what I'm saying? They ain't being honest. Let's keep this shit real, right? I could tell you that I'm blessed because I know both of my parents, but that don't mean that, like, listen, like, say, for example, it's a blessing to know both of your parents, right? But say my dad was in my life, he would say he was good, but he wasn't like, as persistent as my mom, but he was there. It's a blessing to know your parent, right? But it's like, you still have little flaws. So everybody has you know what I'm saying? We all go through shit. Hold on a second. We all go through shit. So I try to relate to people in different ways. Like a lot of people, like I was telling one of my friends, they was telling me about all this horrible shit that their parent did to them, and they still be trying to talk out their mouth, like, yeah, and my, I understand we all want that story that our parent was amazing, but everybody, that's not the truth for everybody, right? And that doesn't mean anything because who knows what your parent went through? They probably had some trauma they went through and they grew up and they did the best trying to just get it together for you. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody has some shit that they go through, and I feel like it's supposed to get better and better and better. Like, yeah, yep. My friend was just telling me that the other day. She said my mother had me when she was 16 and I had my first child when I was 30. So she said she broke that. Like, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't trying to, she said she told herself she was not trying to have a baby like young like that. So that was, to her, that was a breakthrough. So let's see. The internet is a dangerous place. Exactly. What's up, Latoya? Yes, please make sure that you like, subscribe. Make sure that you super chat, support the channel. Also, the Cash App is on there too. I got my phone turned down and the notifications on Do Not Disturb. I always do that shit when it get late. Cause yo, that shit'll get me tight. People will be hitting you up about shit all night. Like, you know what I'm saying? People will be asking you questions about shit online. Like, I'll be like, yo, this shit is crazy. People don't have, but you know what? It's different times, and people are in different, time zones and shit. But let's see. So yeah, how I feel about this whole Black Twitter shit in general. I feel like this is like, I feel like on some real shit. Like I stay in my, what it's like. I feel like this shit is a whole big lunchroom, right? And you have the people who do what they do. I just feel like I stay in my area. I stay true to my niche and what I really love to speak about. I see everything going on from at the other side of the cafeteria, and I be like, yo, them niggas is crazy. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? They crazy. I love all, listen, I want to make this very clear. Anybody who's on this platform, I think honestly, I'm gonna be truthful with you. I think everybody deserves to get paid for being on here. Like, and I think they should be paying us more, honestly. So any Black content creator that's on here, I'm happy for you if you're getting to check out this motherfucker. I'm happy for you. You should be getting paid. I think, and like, I think people get this shit fucked up. Like this is time. It's all of that. I think that people deserve to get paid from YouTube. I think you deserve to get paid your Cash Apps too. I think you deserve to get it all from everywhere. I do. I do. People be trying to hold people in a bucket. No, you need to get blessed from all over, everywhere. You need to get paid through your channel. You need to get, everything else. Like, nah, fuck that. This is time is money. Listen, ain't shit free. Yes, disagreeing and agreeing from a distance. Let's see. Damn, he died from energy drinks. I might have to cut that out of my diet. I drink at least 5 a week. Let me tell you something, one thing that I don't play with. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. Back when fucking Red Bull just first came out, I'm keeping it a stack. When Red Bull first came out, a nigga like me was so excited to try it, right? And you know how excited I was? I remember that day I was working at this nursing home because I had just left because like that was one of my first jobs when I was younger. I used to work at I would do like nursing home work where I would work like in the kitchens and stuff like that. So I had ended up getting a better job at a different nursing home where they paid me like $5 more. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna take. I was like, I ain't even care about paying for the transportation to get there. When I was younger, it made sense because I just made more money and I was happy. So when I was going out there, I remember I said, no, I'm going to take a cab back home and I want to get dropped off at this gas station. It was like this huge gas station in this area, and they had everything new. And I remember I got the Red Bull, right? I got that Red Bull and I drunk it back then. That was the early 2000s. It made me have some sort of heart flutter. And I never drunk that shit again, on God. Like, if I ever had Red Bull, it was because somebody mixed it. I think my cousin, one of my cousins from Jersey, she may have mixed some in the mixture with like some pineapple juice or some shit. But yeah, I don't drink Red Bull. I don't do none of that energy drink shit. And I be telling my friend that right now. I be telling, yo, just listen, that them energy drinks, all that caffeine and all that shit every day, that shit is not good for you. And I know if I felt like that, I wonder who else had heart attacks from drinking them damn energy drinks. That shit crazy. Yeah, he was always drinking Red Bull, no cap. I need to stop with the fizzy drinks too. I don't man, if I drink anything fizzy, it's gonna be some sparkling water. Like I don't be getting off on that energy drink shit at all. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it that you're getting out of it? Shit, if you drinking an energy juice to drink and doing all of that, you might as well just have a cup of soda. Like, what's the point? Yo, I was tight today. I went and got my lunch from Chipotle. Yo, I said, yeah, I'm gonna get a large drink. I was just like, I'm gonna put just the perfect amount of ice in it. And I don't know if you know, but if you like orange soda and Fanta, I think so, I was talking to somebody about this. Mix your orange soda and your Fanta together. That shit is like drugs. That shit is so good. That shit is good, but guess what? Everything looked good, but then when I got back to work, that shit it tasted like water. Them niggas ain't have no type of syrup in it at all. So it was just colored fucking water. I was tight. Yo, I was so mad. I called the restaurant because I was like, I ain't want nobody else. So I was like, imagine they did this all through the lunch line and people all got sugarless damn soda. So I wanted to call them and help them out. Like, yo. So I called them on the phone, like, yo, I just came over there. I'm like, y'all, your soda machine is not right. He's like, oh my God, thank you. Yeah, you've probably been doing it all day. I know they got complaints. Why would women want to show empathy over someone who wished death on collective of women? Stop calling women insecure for not caring about someone who didn't care about them. I understand how you feel, Taylor. Listen, I'm not here to argue with you either. I'm not. I just feel like does it take that much to just be like, either say nothing or just say rest in peace? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. What you put out is also powerful too. What you say will also come back to you. So I just feel like, listen, you want me to be completely honest with you? As long as you like, if you're hurting women and children to me, or if you're like a rapist or some shit like that, like I don't know. I felt like but you know what? It's so crazy. This Kevin Samuel shit is so layered. You want to know why it's so layered? And you want to know when it reached a point when I was glad that I was never really involved in like that type of side of YouTube, because I be seeing how the women go hard. The women, both sides go hard. I get it, right? But I'm just telling you, I'm not enthralled with either side at all. Nope. I'm on here for music. This is my getaway. This is my getaway to come on here and talk about this female rap shit. So the way that you found me tonight was what titled. This is not my wave. I don't engage in that nutty shit that y'all be on here doing. And no, this is what I like to do. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is within the scope of surveying the situation, it's like a lot of people are spewing hate and they don't realize that shit gonna come back to you. Now, what if somebody in your family died this week and you get the favor returned back and some shit like that? Cause shit, the universe has ways to get back at you, baby. Don't ever delight in anyone's demise. That's all I'm saying. Like, nah, that nigga ain't never do nothing to me. He ain't never stopped no money coming my way. He ain't do nothing. None of the female content creators, they ain't never do nothing to me. They ain't never stopped no money from coming my way. I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's enough to say rest in peace and may your soul rest in peace. Maybe he had trauma that he's been through. It was so many different stories that came out about Kevin Samuels. So many different stories. It was so many juicy stories that came out about, Kevin Samuels. So it's just like, I'm pretty sure he was battling his own demons too. You know what I'm saying? My commentary on this matter, and you can tell that I'm not really involved in that shit. Very high overview. I'm just saying with the basic feelings of a human being, how could you not just be like, rest in peace? Like, oh, that's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to bring that up after I brought the Revolt article up. So people on Twitter just, yo, hold on. Let me bring this up real quick. Let's see exactly why my social media is professional. People give stuff too much energy to they didn't even feel good. Once I realize something isn't good for me, I avoid it. Yep. And you know what's so crazy? I will admit to you, I'm gonna be honest in the moment today, right? But I also keep it real to you to let you know how I rock it. So I seen Armand Wiggins' title today. So he was saying that he was, Nicki Minaj responded to him. And I know he did. And I know that he just riding off the high of it, just trying to get excitement. I get it. This is business. Get him even to him. Like, I don't hate him. And I know that it comes off in my commentary that I just talk about the shit and I just angle it. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate him. They could get your money. Like, you're supposed to get paid for your videos. I think everybody deserves to get paid. I think if you have a channel, you deserve to get paid. Fuck that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that I was listening to his video, but then it just reached a point where I just felt like he was just doing too much and I got turned off. And it reminds me why I don't watch regularly anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, look at all the people that's over there. He don't need me to watch regularly. He has people who watch him regularly. I'm just a squirrel in the world, but I'm just a person who has an opinion. But what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is that I don't, it reminded me of why I don't be over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to be like when I first found him, then I used to watch his stuff. But then when I seen the shift and then the blatant D ride, nah, I had to get up out of there. So that was just my personal opinion. And when somebody usually does, like when I typically see, like when I used to watch, who else I used to watch like that and just keep it real and not even trying to be funny on some shit like that. Like when I would like sometimes Storm, his shit will pop up and I'll watch it for a few minutes, but I would not like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he seemed like a cool person, but I don't get into the content like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't. So yeah, lovely T. I don't see how you watch him demon. I just wanted to see what he was talking about today, but then it was just like when he started doing so much, it was just like, yeah, I see exactly why. I see exactly why the panic barbs are bothered by him because with all of his antics and stuff, he knows exactly what he's doing. I don't agree with people doxing anybody. I think that shit is whack. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't rejoice about stupid shit like that. Like, I like to talk about the commentary and music, and yeah, that's what I like to talk about. But let's see. I hope people take time. I hope people take some of what he said. He really had good points, although some does come off bad. Yeah, I think some of his points did, but again, let's see. Condolences to his children. I saw only one girl saying rest in peace to him on here, and she had like 5 views. Some shaking my head. People want the mess even when somebody's dead. Exactly. So let's get into this real quick. I was supposed to be searching that, then I started reading the comments. But let's see, Kevin Samuels. Hold up a second. Let me see. Yo, hold on a second. This shit crazy. Let me see who's up in. Let me see the reading in the comments. Barb's carry bones anyway, so I don't have to support the ops. I used to watch Storm, but I had to stop watching due to celebs selling their souls and stuff. Yeah, once I started seeing people like, let me just tell you how I be thinking about stuff. And this is a real talk when it comes to Storm, right? Now you seen Storm do a collaboration with Cynthia G, right? Now I think Cynthia G is dope, amazing. I do feel like listen, I'm gonna say this from both sides. I think See, I know that I'm scattering because there's certain things that I know I wanted to mention about the Kevin Samuel shit too. So let me just say this. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. I'm happy anybody getting paid, monetized, whatever, all on this shit. But it do be a lot of dangerous shit coming out, even from the women, from the men. When I knew this shit was dangerous is when that guy who was in fucking Maryland, he came and popped. Then he pop his baby mom and the ex-wife, and then he had Kevin Samuels in his phone. To me, I was just like, yo, this YouTube shit is really going too far. This shit is just like a day at school where the teacher is not there. The principal been filling in for like weeks, and it ain't no update to when the teacher coming back, and niggas just doing whatever they want to do. That's what I honestly feel. And if you slick enough to just talk that shit, like, listen, even when you monetize your channels, you can still curse in your shit and still do it. You just got to make sure you keep it to a limit and you don't just go buck. But yeah, like yeah, I think everybody is just found people trying to find ways to make money and they got a channel and people, either they're gonna be messy or they're just gonna find whatever it is. Some people is naturally messy, so they're gonna be maybe on some beef shit on the beef sector or some shit like that. Right. It's toxic on both sides. It's too much for me. Exactly. I'm not saying either side is better or worse because I've heard some shit from both sides. People who I support, I'll be like, okay, I hear their point of view. Like, yeah, it's some extreme shit on here in YouTube. So I like the music side of it though. That's what I get off into. Storm is alright, but he's a little finicky. I don't like that spiritual ish. Yeah, but he making his money though. He's figured out a way to make it work for him. So what I was gonna say about that Cynthia G shit, right? So you know why this is what I see through this. I see through Storm, right? So Cynthia, she sees that he has growth in his platform after the whole Jaguar rights and situation and stuff like that. And her target is black women. So he has a huge following, and Storm's following is predominantly women. So Cynthia G collaborating with Storm Monroe is genius because it's going to give her more subscribers. Like, it's a mesh. But it's like, to me personally, I don't want to come off as a hater or anything. It was just like the other day when I was just like, I felt like Armand Wiggins started this whole Nicki shit, this drama with Cardi because he doesn't really have the skills to touch on the fashions and break the fashions down. And I felt like it was easier for him to do that, right? So let's see, the music side is better, less drama. Yes, it's scary. Some people are looking for something to follow. Look at Asian doll. She feels the need to attach herself to something. Shit craze. Let's see. People are mentally unstable and listen to extreme leftist views. Yeah. So listen. So when it comes to the Cynthia G and Storm Monroe, I look at him as like on her. Like, to me, honestly, if you want to be honest, I feel like Storm Monroe is like, I don't think I wouldn't say cookie cutter, but he's not as smart as Cynthia G. And even when I could tell in their conversation sometimes, like, not that he don't know what she talking about, but he don't really be well versed. I don't know if y'all pay attention to stuff like that. And that's where I be kind of nervous when you having those first conversations. Like when I do interviews for jobs, I be nervous because you never know what they're going to ask. And you really have to just use your brain as a file cabinet to fit the right words in and just make it sound professional and be well read, like you know what the hell you talking about, right? It's weird because when you get interviewed and they just ask you a question like, tell me about a time where you had to go above and beyond in XYZ and this. Tell me when you were faced with this. And those are real questions that they ask you, and they want to hear how you did it, how you handled it, and and remain calm. So you have to find a way to make it come out, and you never know when they're gonna ask it, how they gonna ask it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to flex. You have to be able to flex. I would recommend Hot Le Mode for fashion information, especially on the Met Gala. So yeah, I could tell that he was kind of like using her crowd too, because his conversation wasn't like stimulating like how she would really be talking some shit. He wouldn't really be able to go in on the topics like that. And you could tell as they went on, he would like look shit up. But I could see through shit. That's always been my thing though. I've always just kind of like surveyed shit. Like, yeah, they not really. I'm like, oh, she's really into this shit, but he ain't really touching it like that. You never, to me, I never want to be in a conversation and talking about some shit that I don't know about. Like, you know what I'm saying? My dad told me that when I was younger. He said, don't ever do it. He said, if you don't know anything about something, never try to engage in a conversation because you're going to make yourself look even dumber. Don't do it. And that shit is so real. That shit is real. You have to have a way with words in a sense. I want to work on that myself. You'll get it. You'll get it right. Yep. It's so crazy. You have to have a way with words. You're right about that. Let me tell you, you know what I think changed my life with that is when I went to college and I really took that first English composition class. I felt like that shit changed my life from like even though I did good in English all throughout high school, I felt like when I got to college and I did that first class because it kind of told you that professional writing. So I kind of remember that. And that's kind of like how I write now. Like when you know, just little general shit that I remember from college. Let's see. Wordsmith. Yep, your dad told you. What's up, agent? Just woke up and joined the live. Yeah, please make sure that you thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I just think that wait, I think that is crazy how like some people are literally, I ain't want to put that in the title, but it is like people are rejoicing. Let me bring this up real quick. Let me bring that up real quick. Let's see. Kevin Samuels. No. You see. Let's go to the top post and see what people saying. If Kevin Samuels made you mad, then he was talking about your bum ass. Look inward. Damn, that the man opinions hurt y'all. It's crazy to me. I think it's a lot of insensitive people. Like I think it's issues on both. I think they go abroad. Real talk. Matter of fact, let me play a song and I'm gonna come right back because I need to get me something to drink real quick. Let me just get that real quick. Let me play a song real quick. What we gonna go into? Let's yo, have a seat. You ain't got no skill. What's this? That look like cubics. Where I'm from, they don't call that ish drip. Yo, yeah. They call it freedom of speech, but it's not. It's a bunch of insensitive ass people. This new Twitter owner not gonna make it better. He into freedom of speech. Yeah, man. Hold on, let me bring this closer. Come closer. Come closer. And I just can't hide myself away from the love. Hey, hey, I just can't, I just can't. Come closer, come closer. Mm, that shit is so good. Let's see. Um, I used to be very fluent since I read books, but I've been slacking on my reading. Yeah. You know what's so crazy? I was speaking with this older woman who works with me at my new gig. So she's an older woman. She's like in her 60s and stuff, right? But what I try to do is I get all of my stuff done and I'll be like, hey, like, I'm available. I can help you with yours, let me just go through your spreadsheet. And she'd be like, "No, I want to do my own stuff because that's how I'm able to stay steadfast." So I do agree with that because when I stopped working for those 2 years and I was just working on my business is more of an operations based business where you got to be moving and doing shit and putting stuff together. So it's like you don't really ever lose your skills from the computer, but it did affect me in the beginning where my typing was a little slower at first. I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't that much because hold on a second. It wasn't that much off because I killed that shit on my typing test because I had to take this typing test for this one position and I killed that shit like yeah. I think I have I think was it close to like 50 words a minute? Oh, yeah. Neo ain't nothing to play with. I love that song. Makes me want to go shopping. Come closer. Come closer. My favorite Neo song is So Sick. No, that's one of my favorite songs. I keep thinking that Mario Let Me Love You is his song, but he wrote that. It's just not his. I really want to work on my typing as well. All right, let's see. So rest in peace to Kevin Samuel. Let's go latest. Fat, angry black women mad at Kevin Samuels. I'm shocked. Kevin Samuels told broken, overweight men and women that they should get their ish together, but all you birds feel personally attacked and said that he's bashing black women. What time is it? 1:16. We gotta get off here in 10 minutes because I gotta go to bed because I got shit to do. My cousin just woke me up to say Kevin Samuels died. Damn. Oh my God, please. Let's see. Kevin Samuels died. Why are we supposed to be sad? That's crazy. You see what I'm saying? People are going mad. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. This is sad. This is a black brother. I don't care. Listen, I don't know him personally, but listen, I am proud of anybody who's able to get on here and monetize. I think everybody should get paid. Dead ass. I do. I think everybody should get paid for multiple streams. I think you should be getting paid from fucking everywhere. Hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah. I don't got no hate. Maybe it was, you know what it is though. And then, like I said, we're in that time where people absorb things even when they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? So you know what, and you know what, you guys, I don't want to be tone deaf. I don't want to be, because I know it's a lot of things that said, because there's somebody in the crowd right now that's going to be like, how could you say that when he said that women shouldn't, their daughters, they shouldn't believe their daughters when they said XYZ, right? I didn't like that either. I did end up hearing that through a channel, right? I didn't like that. But what I want to say is, I did give you the disclaimer at the beginning of this, is that I could be I didn't say tone deaf, but what I'm saying is that this commentary is just the basic type of sympathy that you could have for a human being, and not being like rejoicing online at somebody's death. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know every little thing that Kevin Samuels did, because that's not content that I absorbed all the time. When I don't really feel some shit, even though I love the women, I love the black women who are able to find ways to monetize their channel and make money. Like Cynthia G is killing it. She make good money. Cynthia G, all of them, they making good money. I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing against none of them. Get paid for your time, for everything that you put into your videos. Get paid for it. The money is there, get it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't absorb that shit all the time. So it's a lot of stuff that I miss. So I'm not going to be like, I don't get deep into shit that I don't enjoy like that. And I think that's the issue with a lot of people. They complain about shit and they be there every day listening to it, to the same toxic shit that they calling toxic. So it's like, are you toxic? Because you stay in the mix of that shit. Some people really toxic and they don't even really realize it. And I can't stress to you guys enough, you know what I really feel good in is because I know it's somebody out there that do be pressed, that be watching all of that Kevin Samuels and all that women's fair and men's fair shit, right? I know it's somebody that's out there and they really do watch that shit because you kind of addicted to it. Well, I'll tell you this. I know that this sounds probably unbelievable to you because you're like, how are you on here? And you don't. I'm not telling you that I've never seen it, but it's not something that I've want to watch consistently. It's not something that feeds my soul. Like, I feel like that's kitchen table talk, and I feel like black people have done way too much in discussing shit. Like, not saying that people shouldn't be exposed when they do fuck shit, like violating somebody on some shit like that conversation. Yeah, but I just feel like we've taken way too many conversations out in the public, and this shit is just like a disrespect fest, like every day, all day toxicity, both sides. I just feel it. It's not cool. And it's just, the shit has gone too far. So that's why I don't absorb that type of content. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit has gone too far. Please don't slander. No, I would never slander Cynthia. I could never. Listen, never. I could never slander her. What I'm saying is she found a way to make her channel work. I'm just saying, like, get your money and all of that. But Kevin Samuels or Cynthia G, I've listened to their content before, but I don't listen to that stuff like that. Like, that should be heavy. That's probably something that you probably enjoy, but that content be heavy every day. And it's just like they find new things every day where somebody passed away or somebody got, and I know that there's a lot of terrible things that happen that are happening, like, in our community, but I don't mind people reporting on that. But it's just, it always ties to a way where it's like, it's each other, fighting. That shit is crazy. So that's why I just do my music commentary and I play my role because, yo, exactly. I watch you because I enjoy you. People will watch you just be combative. Just don't watch. Yeah, people love that shit. People like that shit, believe it or not. Cynthia is exactly like Kevin, especially with let's not have black men's babies. I definitely agree with LeBron. That stuff can make you feel tired after a while. Exactly. That should be. I'm telling you, I ain't gonna lie to you. I got caught into it probably a few months ago. I went through, and I think that's when I just found out about Cynthia G. And it's just like the way that, like, her and I think it's a chick named Nyla. I just like they vibe, and I still do pop in on Nyla's videos and watch her videos. I was just popping in on one of her videos today. I pop in here and there, but I don't, and I ain't popped into one of her videos in probably weeks. So it's like I still pop in, but that's not content that I absorb all the time. I see them. I see Paris Milan in the hallway all the time. She's always on my feed going live and stuff. And sometimes I click it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't be in the mood for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't be in the mood for it. I'll be like, nah, let me click on some music related shit and listen to some commentary about some other shit. Cause I don't be wanting to listen to that shit. Listen, no. And you want to be completely honest, You want to know how G I am? I don't give a fuck how you feel about this commentary. I literally had this first I was gonna come on and do this shit at like 11:50. Then I said nope, I'm gonna schedule it and do it at 7 in the morning. I said nope, I don't want to talk about this in the morning. If I do go live tomorrow morning, I don't want to talk about this. I want to talk about something else. I don't like starting my day off on some shit like that. I like to talk about different shit. Like I don't want to talk about, death. That shit is sad to me. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for the family because you know what? People are so insensitive, but you don't realize how hurtful death is. Death is very permanent, and that shit hurt. It has effects that after. Like I know you might look at a person that like they said this or they did that, not saying that they didn't say that and they didn't say this or whatever, but people supported that shit and they absorbed it. Even the people who hated it, they would tune in every week. I had a homegirl and she honestly made me look at her a different way because the way she would say things like, "Yo, y'all probably would be mad at her if you heard our phone conversation." Because she brought him up on the phone one day and she was talking about Kevin Samuels and I was just like, she was like, "Have you heard of Kevin Samuels?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I heard him." I was like, "I don't really watch his channel." She was like, "Yo." She was like, "I love that nigga. He be dragging them bitches." This is my friend said this shit, and she's single, 40 years old. Like, you know what I'm saying? He be dragging them bitches. Like, I was like, she was like, yeah, he be giving it to them bitches. Like, yeah, like, I was like, wow. Like, so with that moment right there, the light bulb went off, and I said, yes, there is a base there with women too. Women support his channel too. All of those views didn't just come from men. Let's be honest. I wish it was a way, and I'm pretty sure that there's a way to look at Social Blade or whatever to see what his demographic is or whatever, right? So I'm pretty sure he had a lot of women who were also viewers. Connect Nikki to Death Conway. Watching Connect Nikki to let's see, like the video. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Paris always have good lives. Yeah, Paris does have good lives. Yep. But if I could say something to you about that, Tashawn, I think Paris does amazing lives. I love when she talk about selling her products and her business, her soaps and stuff like that. Get your money, black girl. Use your platform to cross sell and promote your other things. Right? Do it. Get it. I understand. But sometimes when I see her topics, I don't be feeling like absorbing certain things, so I don't watch her all the time. You understand what I'm saying? Like it ain't no beef, but it's just like that's what I love about the feed of YouTube. It's like you kind of get to see what you want, and you be like, I don't feel like that right now. And I'm a person that like is based on how I feel. I'll be like, I don't feel like that right now. If I'm riding into work, I'm either want to listen to some music or something. But like if I'm sitting down and I'm just doing some data entry or some shit like that, I'm gonna listen to some commentary, most likely. So exactly, men and women looking for acceptance and answers. I still watch Cynthia G, just not all the time. She makes great points and can show receipts. Paris sometimes can come off as a hater. Yeah. Um, yeah. I still like her though. But what's crazy to me is Sin and Paris are probably dating black men. Nyla is married to a black man. Yeah. I don't have no issues with none of them. Get your money. Like, you know what I'm saying? They found a way to make it work, but it's just like, why do we have to find a way to make YouTube work in a way where it's just like, it's potentially dangerous? People have sent her so much hate shit and shit like that. Like, I'm pretty sure Kevin Samuels got a lot of hate too, but it's like, that shit is not worth it. I feel like it's just it's the substitute teachers and the niggas is just doing whatever they want to do, and shit is just turning crazy. I'm telling you, I knew that this YouTube shit, if anything confirmed to me that this YouTube shit was real, was what was that shit? Hold on, but it's crazy to me. It's in the Paris, right? Paris was a whole damn African at one point. I don't know if they're still together. I don't even know that. I don't care about those points of her relationship. I just want to say that because I read it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know her like that, but I'm just saying in the sense of the commentary when I have listened to it. Not to dismiss you, but I'm just saying like when I listened to it, like it was okay. It was cool, but I don't be wanting those topics every day. I like that. It's kind of like when you go to the buffet. When you go to the buffet and you see that they got grilled fish or they got fried chicken breast or they have drumsticks or they have wings or they got sliced turkey and you be like, you know what, today I want turkey. I don't want fried chicken. And you just want, that's how I kind of look at commentary or shit, that how it pops up. I'd be like, oh, okay, XYZ is going live. I don't feel like that right now. I have regular shit that I watch all the time, and then I got some shit that I fit in when I want to. Like, you know what I mean? Protect your mental health. Exactly. And yo, I've taught I be teaching that to my nieces shit too, because you know, social media is crazy. You know, when we grew up in the 90s, in the 2000s, early 2000s, I feel like we had it good because we wasn't so into social media like that. And a lot of shit is dangerous because people just be talking shit online, doing all types of shit, making shit go on from school, and shit be crazy. The doxing and threatening is too much. It's never that serious. Like, people take things to the extreme. Agree to disagree or don't watch. Right. Exactly. Um, let's see. I'm the same way. I'm an empath. Some days I can't watch those videos. Nope. And you know what's so crazy, Ashley? Just to say this, right? I never understood this before, but one of my coworkers, I understood. Now, this is when I was younger, though. I was probably like 26 or 27 at the time, but I would come to work and I would show her videos from World Star Hip Hop, right? Now, me at 26, I didn't understand. She was just like, don't show me that in the morning. She'd be like, don't show me that in the morning. She was like, I do not want to see that early in the morning. It would just be like something crazy. You know, they'd be having something like, you know, just the craziest shit, like man shot XYZ or something like that. She'd be like, oh my God, don't show me stuff like that in the morning. And then I would think about why she said that. But then it made me realize, like, yeah, why would you want to start your, but see, so many people don't even think about it like that. They just used to opening up their phone, seeing fights. I don't even be liking to watch fights like that because it's just be like, yeah, I'm over that shit. Like, some of that shit be funny sometimes, but I don't be wanting people to get hurt. And I'll be like, yeah, that shit ain't really my forte. I just think that you reach a certain level of maturity. It's always, you know, we always down to see somebody scrap it out, but I don't want to see nobody get stomped out and they, you know, shit like that and they all unconscious. I don't want to see nobody go out bad like that. I just don't. Me personally. So let's see. Same people laughing and basking as ever. The motherfuckers mad at new era of rapping, how they mock and make fun of people's death and rap music. America's a third world country now. Crazy. That's crazy. I used to watch Chrissy. I don't know. I just stopped. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. So listen, it's about to be 1:30. I really gotta, so 2:30, 3:30, 4:30. I really got to get up in like 3 hours because I got some shit that I need to do before I get ready to even go to work. Like, thank God tomorrow's a half day. Yo, I love my job. We get half days on Fridays. This shit is just the illest. It's so ill. It's so ill. Like, for real. Um, Yo, it's so crazy. Like, I don't know. I'm just happy that I'm the way that I am because, like, how I was telling y'all, like, so I do like this benefits administration. I have this benefits administration job, right? So it's this other girl that they started and they want her to help me because you know when you do benefits administration, you're responsible for like the benefits and like processing and just pretty much the upkeep of that of the individual policies so that we handle. So I work with two employer groups, so I work with two employer groups. I handle two employer groups and my coworker handles two employer groups. So she was no, I was actually helping her on some of her work when she was out for a few days, right? So this lady had called her today and she was asking her about you know, the benefits for like chemotherapy and like shit like that. So she just gave her a general answer, which is okay that we can do, but to me it wasn't right. So the lady called and was like, you know, do I have coverage for cancer treatment? She says, yes, just submit, you know, have them submit the claims, we'll pay it XYZ. But to me, it wasn't thorough because you didn't tell her what they would pay. You didn't give her an amount. So when the lady actually, she had called back to the human resources and was just like, oh, you know, I wanted to know my cancer benefits. So I had looked at the call and I was like, oh, she just called here. I'm like, she just spoke, you know, you just spoke to her. And she was just like, yeah. And she was like, why did she call back? So what I did was when I spoke to her, I gave her all of the I was like, "Yep, if you get chemotherapy, we'll cover up to $7,500 a month. We'll cover $350 per day for your hospital." Like she wanted to get that, and I'm used to giving out shit complete. So it's just like, yeah, she don't. She just was kind of like, but our job approves us to just give a general answer, like, yeah, you have coverage. Like, listen, so you like say you like, oh, do I have coverage for chemotherapy? We're advised to say yes, you have coverage. Just have them submit, the information. But I wanted to be thorough and tell them like, hey, we will pay up to $7,500. Like, tell her that you also have a rider that we pay for your transportation too. Like, I just like to be thorough to the employees because you never know. Like, I don't like to give half info. I don't like half ass and shit. That was pretty much the gist of what I was trying to tell you. Like, I don't like the half ass information. I like to be like, I ask full, complete questions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Well, thank God for people like you, because when I ask a question, I need all the details. Exactly. Yo, one of my friends, I know I be fucking annoying they ass. Yo, I'm a hard person. Listen, I'm not one of those people. I feel like friendship is so special and it's so precious because, listen, don't fake the funk around me because I'm not going to fake the funk around you. I feel like life and time is so precious. I'm not going to fake be your friend or some shit like that. And I'm not going to walk on eggshells around your ass. If you can't accept me that I'm a person that talks shit and I'm not as, listen, I'm a good friend, but I'm not a person that you just gonna walk over like that. I'm not. It ain't gonna happen like that. Let's see. What's up, Think Pink? Hey Lauren, I'm coming off my birthday, so I'm drunk. Damn, happy birthday. I'm about to get up out of here. Damn, I need a job like yours, A shorty like mine. Like mine. Like mine. Right. If you're not careful, all the negativity will seep into your spirit. You'll be out in the world talking just like them. Exactly. I don't let that shit permeate. That shit don't permeate nothing over here. It don't. That's why I'm telling you, when I see the titles, I have the decision whether I want to go in. That's why, like earlier, when I was listening to Armand and then he started doing too much towards Nikki, and I just got out the video. You have the choice to click out. Did I go live and say, "Oh my God, he did"? No, I used to do shit like that before. Well, no, he's gonna go live. That's his channel. That's what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I could talk about what I want to from it, like if I want to, but no, I already talked about it yesterday. I don't need to do that again. It's a new day. You know, I'm not gonna spend my time in my existence talking about that every day. I did that shit. That's how I came on here. I don't want to do that no more. You learn and you grow and you move on. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be stuck on a nah, I'm not stuck. Me move on. Me address it in that way. You know what I mean? Let's see. Yes, I love genuineness. It's a must. I don't do the fake, especially. Yeah, hell no. We do fake shit when you had to be at school around people who you ain't like. When we adults and we out here navigating around in the world, I ain't faking no fucking friendship. I ain't going playing no cards at nobody house I don't like. I'm not acting like I want to eat your shit and I don't. Like, nah. I told you, one of my coworkers told me, she was like, every time I offer you food, you never take it because I don't fucking know you like that. I don't listen. If you get food when you coming into work or you get like donuts or like kolaches or like fruit and stuff packaged from the supermarket, cool. You made that food at home. It's great. You enjoy it. Just like, I'm pretty sure if I brung something from home, I don't know how she would feel. Maybe she's a person who likes to eat other people's food. Me as a person, I didn't grow up eating other people's food. Let me give you a story. I was in third grade one day and they fucking made me mad. Let me tell you why they made me mad. I left my lunch at home. When I left my lunch at home and I got to that around the corner and I was on the bus and I realized it, I sucked up the fact that I didn't bring lunch and I was not going to eat the whole day. They made me eat a sandwich from this girl, this egg salad sandwich that she brought to school. And I remember I cried because they tried to make me eat that shit. And I put that shit in my mouth and I went into the bathroom and I spit that shit out. Nigga, I didn't like eating outside people food. Like I was very much a home and into what my mother cooked and or whatever I made. I didn't like other people handling my food like that. Real talk. That shit was a little weird to me. So they made me eat this white girl egg salad sandwich. That shit kind of fucked my mind up. Oh damn, I hate to hear about the death, regardless of their character. Yeah, he's a human being at the end of the day. Let's see what other people are saying. Let's read a few more comments off of Twitter, and then we're gonna get up out of here. A shorty like mine. Like mine. Kevin Samuels just felt as hard as Kobe did Bryant's death to me. What? Kobe was a proud girl dad and advocate for women in basketball. Kevin Samuels called unmarried women over 35 leftovers, and he just said that the other day, and this person already putting it in. It's like when these people stick it to you, they're going to stick it to you. When people don't like you, they're not blood clot like you. But let me tell you something. One thing about New York, I don't know about where it is where you from, but I grew up being around haters, and that shit gives me energy. Real talk. As long as you ain't doing no shit to me physically, you supposed to hate on me. You supposed to, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like you glorify it, but people gonna be mad. You ain't supposed to be here trying to figure this shit out and trying to be friends with people who don't fucking like you just for no reason. They ain't gonna do shit. They ain't gonna do shit. I'm telling you, they not. And if they do it, you better be prepared. Like you better be. Just be prepared. But people gonna do shit like that to you. Kevin Samuels defended la voix elle sola correction conjugal assez dire violence physique dance. Let's see. I am late, but Kevin Samuels died. Well, see, currently listen to Kevin Samuels' love speech. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Oh my God, they home being homophobic. Does Kevin Samuels' death change anything? Black advancement. Only 8 people in there. Let's see. Kevin Samuel is a YouTube guy. He makes take off some women and tell them they're worthless and they thought they rule. Kevin Samuels was ready to buy YouTube. That's why they assassinated him. Some people thoughts be way off, bro. They be way off. I really listen to Kevin Samuels, so this is crazy. Damn, Tia. See, I told you. You see, look at Tia. Look at Tia. She like Kevin Samuels. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? You see what I'm saying? Don't think that Kevin Samuels fan base is only men. It ain't. LeBron, you're not trying to free your friends. AJ Minaj, thank you. Leaving your lunch is the worst. I always have Walden snacks in my bag. Hell yeah, leaving snacks is great. And I remember I had pretzels that day, and I love pretzels, yo. And I left my lunch home, and I was perfectly fine with waiting all day and getting home. But the school didn't want me not to have no food, so they made me eat that damn sandwich, and I put that shit in my mouth and spit it out in the bathroom. Not eating your fucking egg salad sandwich. What the fuck is wrong with you? Kevin Samuels passed away. Let's see. Who's Kevin Samuels? See what I'm saying? Shit is going crazy. My dog Kevin Samuels died from cancer. Gee, she ain't died from no damn cancer. I don't think he did. Did they confirm it? I don't even think. Oh, so what I was trying to say was, is like, I don't think TMZ is gonna post something like that. I don't know if they've ever posted to Kevin Samuels before. Alive and well, Kevin Samuels passing away as a new host. You know that's media traffic. Look at the source. Let me school you on something while you watching this. Video alive and well. Kevin Samuels passing away as a new hoax. Look at the source. Media traffic. Who is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody would see that and really think that that's real. But to me, the days that I come from, you're supposed to be able. That's your own intelligence when you're able to decipher whether a news like whether it's real or not. You're supposed to be able to determine that based on the writing. Damn, they said losing Kevin Samuels like losing a family member. Right. Didn't agree with your viewpoints, but you're a black man. That's what I'm saying. Basic compassion. And that's what I feel like. That's what matters. I can understand that. Yeah. Kevin Samuels was actually dead. This is the biggest death to shake the black community since Tupac Shakur. And then people be trolling and shit like that too. Everybody who dies, their death is important, no matter if you're famous or you're not. It's sad. If anybody passes away, and it is a part of life, unfortunately. And I think once you love people and you start to see people pass away, you realize that mortality is real, and one day it is going to happen. See a lot of Kevin Samuels promoted domestic violence and supported rapists. May he rots in HELL. I hope, man. I don't have any empathy for him. We was still a piece of ish. See what I'm saying? Says Divine Alchemy. And Fat Women's happy Kevin Samuels dead. And you know what's so crazy? Let me say this, right? There's somebody's in the trenches already. Somebody is lurking in the trenches already trying to come up. They're gonna want to come up and take that spot. Somebody is gonna try to fill those shoes, right? Somebody gonna try to fill those shoes. You know that they are. Somebody said it's a lion that his daddy who died and he was a junior, so his name share mixed up. Yeah, I read Heart Attack too. I wonder if he had the vaccine. I wonder. Oh wow, Sheena, that was heavy. I see that. Guess they feel it's the irony of him telling so many black women that they will die alone, and he died alone. Weren't they saying that he died with some? I don't know. I don't know the truth, and I don't want to, because I heard a report that somebody was with him. I didn't want to say what I heard that they said was happening, but yeah, I heard that somebody was with him when he passed away. Or did he leave them and then he made a phone call or something like that? I'm not sure. Listen, it's 1:43. A nigga like me got to get up. And you know what? I peeped that Lips. Yeah, the Shade Room has not posted it. Let me go there right now. Look at my phone. Shade Room ain't posted. What does that mean, right? Maybe it's not official. Or maybe they waiting for TMZ because they gonna be on some wait shit. Let me see. But you got to realize this though, right? Kevin Samuels is a YouTuber. Has Kevin Samuels ever been? Let me Google this right now. You know what? Let me do this. Let me stop this because we done reading those comments and the nonsense. Let me go to Google and I want to put Kevin Samuels TMZ. If Kevin Samuels has ever been on TMZ, then there will be a link to the article. Let's see, Kevin Samuels TMZ. If he's ever been on TMZ. If he's ever been on TMZ, then it'll come up. See, people putting TMZ in their titles. You already see it coming up here. Let's see. Let me go to TMZ.com. Nah, y'all, I'm telling you this right now. I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people might be waiting for TMZ to announce that shit, but you have to realize, and this is, again, we all are somebody. Obviously, Kevin Samuels is more well known than somebody like myself. But if I'm doing this correctly, let me go back. I want to put Kevin Samuels TMZ, right? So I put Kevin Samuels TMZ. I didn't see any linked articles because that would have populated. It would have populated with TMZ because that's relevant, and I didn't see any articles. When I went to news on Google, so what I did is this, right? Let me just show y'all. Let me just show you. So I put Kevin Samuels TMZ, right? So first I was in awe. So I looked. This is TMZ Twitter. They populated their Twitter. There's no news there about Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels dead. I'll wait until TMZ confirms. That's from YouTube. That's somebody's video that they posted. People are putting TMZ. People are on YouTube doing videos putting TMZ in it, and that's that confirmed. Kevin Samuels passes away. That's Lipstick Alley. You know what I'm saying? That's that. So let's look at news. If Kevin Samuels has ever been on TMZ, it will be posted right there. He's never been posted. Wait, he's never been posted on TMZ. You have to realize this. Kevin Samuels is a YouTuber. And yeah, guys, I thought that would be Nicki Minaj, Kevin Samuels. That's not even on there. That didn't even make TMZ. Let's see. Yeah, he's not on there. So you have to realize these are people in the urban community. Like, this is black news. This is, black community type shit. I don't think this is a TMZ level. Am I wrong for saying that, or do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think this is TMZ level TMZ level of shit. I cannot fix my mouth to speak bad on anybody passing. I'd rather be quiet, shaking my head if you don't have nothing nice to say. Exactly. Exactly. It don't hurt to just be quiet. No lie. I only started following him after he entered Nicki Minaj live, and then I got into it him. Wait, and then I got into it him and what he was about. Yeah. So listen, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta get up in the morning, and I got a few hours, to just sleep or whatever before I got to get up. So I hope y'all be blessed. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. The people, you know what I'm saying? It don't hurt to have a little compassion for a human being who passed away, lost their life as something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this. Hold yourself accountable. When there's people who I don't like their message and I don't like how they rock, I typically just don't indulge in their content. And I think maybe me saying that to you, to certain people, it's like, oh, it's easier said than done. To me, it's not, because if it don't make me feel good, then I don't indulge in the content. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think some of y'all really like to feel bad, and y'all just, even though he dragged women, some of y'all be saying, oh, he dragging them, but y'all be probably laughing when he be doing that shit. Y'all probably be laughing, and that's probably why he got the hits that he got. So rest in peace to him. You know what I'm saying? I hope that his channel gets more views and that the checks get deposited and his family is able to take care of his funeral services and everything like that. I hope they are. You know what I'm saying? So the Shade Room posted Kevin Samuels talking to Nicki. They have respect to post about his death too. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. FTMZ. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. I hope y'all have a blessed evening, and I'm going to holler at y'all later.